Okay, good afternoon. Today we're working with some of our teens in Stop the Violence Prayer Chain Foundation. It's Teen Day, and we have some of our young men and young ladies today. Our discussion today is going to be about the violence. We're also going to have dinner together. So we're going to start with our first young lady. She's going to introduce herself, and we're going to do questions. Okay.
My name is Jayla.
My name is Jada.
My name's Julian.
Mike. My name is Will.
Okay. All right. Jayla, how old are you?
13.
How old are you, Jada?
15.
I'm 14.
14,
I'm 16.
16,
I'm 17.
17. So we got the age range out here from 13 to 17 today. And they're going to be giving us their feelings on the violence and what needs to be done, why they think it's happening. So we're going to be talking with our teens. Okay, Jayla, what do you think needs to be done about the gun violence in Wilmington?
People need to stop selling guns. And people need to like you said before when we was at one of the I forget what they're called.
The prayer chain?
Yeah. You was like when we was in Governor Prince, you was like people need to stop being like scaredy cats or whatever, and like if they have a problem with somebody, they need to stop shooting them and fight them instead.
And they need to talk it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Same question for you.
What I think about the gun violence is really sad because families is getting shot that they don't know who's shooting and the bullet doesn't have a name on it.
Man.
What I think was bad about it is that all these parents losing kids, losing wives, losing husbands because of violence with guns. I think that they should get rid of all the guns.
Yeah, so you basically
selling
think if we find a way to stop the guns from coming in, that would help solve the problem?
Yes.
Okay. Michael.
To be honest, I think it's wrong because half the parents don't even get to see their kids' future. All the future is based on the kids, and the kids is getting killed. All of them. So
It's sad, isn't it?
yeah, it is sad.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I've had you guys since you were so high, very young. And would you have ever thought that it would turn out like this? That our city would turn like this? No. Jaquel,
Yes.
if you was one of the leaders in the city, what would you do to try to solve the gun violence? Look at the camera.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. The gun violence, it isn't up to the people. I think it's about their mentality. As long as someone has hatred and anger in their body, there will always be violence, even if it's not gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
And it all starts from the parents. It depends on how they were raised up. Like the kids that were raised right, read stories at bedtime, was in at the street lights, they're doing great. You're not hearing anything bad about them. But the ones who really didn't have parents and the parents that didn't care, they're the ones dying or getting in trouble.
I agree. I agree with you. I really agree. So, in other words, that's one of the issues that it comes to dealing with the parents. Now, I have a question. What about the discipline problem with the parents not being able to discipline the children?
The parents are scared of their own
Wait a minute.
children.
Let me come back to you.
Some of the parents are scared of their own children. They feel as though because of the people their children hang out with, that they might be in danger or some type of harm, so they let the kids do whatever they want to.
Wow.
Or the parents of the child, but the parents' might have let them do it, so they letting their kids do it. So
Okay.
that might be one reason.
Now, what about this 911 issue where the parents can't discipline you guys if one of the children call 911 and then the parent gets in trouble and locked up. Did anybody have any feelings about that?
I feel as though that is the correct manner to how can I address this situation, because if you think about it, maybe the child wouldn't be acting like this if he or she had some discipline in their life. So maybe if you were to show the parents discipline, then the parents could pass it on to their kids and say, yeah, this and that, and you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. But they don't do that because they didn't have it.
Now, how many of you guys were disciplined growing up? Any of y'all get disciplined, get spankings? Well, I sure did. Raise your hand. I know. Look, now I know y'all. I know y'all. How many of y'all got spankings growing up? Come on, Jacquel, put them hands up.
I didn't. Because like I was like really good when I was little. So
You was a good little girl. You didn't get spankings.
I got in trouble because I put rubber alcohol inside spaghetti, so I got beat by my whole family.
Oh, okay, okay. So you got a whooping for pouring rubbing alcohol in spaghetti.
Yup. And I never did it that day. Never did
Okay.
it since.
And you said you never got a whooping.
I mean, like literally once. That's it.
What did you do?
I think it's because I didn't want to eat. I don't know what it was.
Oh, okay. Okay, can you remember one reason why you got spanking?
Oh, I got a lot.
You got a lot?
I got a lot. Hold on. What's
Think of something famous.
Oh, something famous? Yeah, talking back. That's
Talking
my worst
back.
one.
That was your, oh yeah. When you was little, when you was younger in this program, you was always talking back to your mama and that.
That's always been a thing with me.
Yeah, but thank God you guys grew up to be good young men. All right, Michael, come on. What did you get a spanking for?
I did a lot of stupid stuff. Like,
A lot of stupid stuff. Things that you regret now that you look back on now and think, you know, you shouldn't have done it, right? All right, Jacquel.
Oh, I didn't really get in trouble until high school.
Yeah, because you were always really the good and quiet and cool.
When I was usually in trouble, it was mainly because when I got to high school, I got into this phase where I loved to fight.
Okay.
And that's all I would do was fight in school, get suspended, get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I started getting higher up into the grades, when I got to like 11th grade, I just realized it was old. It was getting boring. It wasn't fun anymore.
Now, when y'all get old enough and you have children of your own, how do you plan to raise them? Do you plan to raise them with discipline, with love, what would be, say you have a child and your child disobeyed you, what would be your disciplinary action?
Well, depending on what my child did. Now, as a kid, when I was getting beat, I didn't like it, so I know my child's not going to like it.
Right.
There are other ways to discipline your kids.
Yes.
But I wouldn't raise a child in the city. The city is not a good place to raise a kid. The best place to raise a child is in the country somewhere.
Yes, I agree. It's scary. What would be a disciplinary action you would do for your child?
I'll probably send him to his room.
Send him to his room.
Yeah,
Good.
I ain't gonna hit my kid.
Great. That's good. Because when you're beating on a child constantly, it makes them want to be violent, and makes them violent, makes them want to fight other
When you beat
people.
on kids, that's what causes the hatred and the anger in their body that they can't let out on their parents, so they let it out on other people.
And there you go. That's exactly right.
I would take his or hers game, take their TV time, the outside time, or sit them in the corner.
Oh, okay.
How you gonna sit a 15-year-old?
No,
when you
15.
get there?
I'm talking about a kid.
He's talking about a younger kid, little kid.
Full lifetime.
Oh, well
I'm
then,
gonna sit a kid.
then I'm gonna send him to
He gonna sit a
to
teenager
him
in
or
the
her
corner.
to the room. I might send him to the room. I'm gonna send him to the
Sit in
room.
that corner.
Just put them up.
I'm gonna send him to the room.
Okay, what would you do with disciplinary action for your child?
Well, when I'm growing up, I get in punishment, so I would literally couldn't go outside, couldn't see my friends unless I asked. So I would do the same thing.
Right. Okay. Jayla?
I don't know. 'Cause they're not gonna listen either way, so it don't really matter.
No, your child might be different. Your children, because children
I mean,
now.
I feel like if I don't bring them around my siblings, then they wouldn't like act bad.
Oh, okay.
Because every
Okay.
child is act different the way they are raised.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? If the kids act bad, you know where you gotta take them? You gotta take them to Pop-Up house.
To-
You know what Pop-Up gonna
To pop up though.
do? Pop-Up gonna get on it.
Uh-huh.
Papa won't pull out that good old chancla. And for all you English folks, chancla is a sandal.
Yeah, so basically, this has been a great conversation. I loved having it with you. And and I want to be around to see you guys when you have children and to just see exactly how you guys are doing with your children. How many of you, wait a minute, how many of you do want children when you get old enough?
And what?
I want one. I want at least 2 to 3.
2 to 3, 2 to 3. And you want how many, Michael? One?
I only want one.
You want one? Okay. And Jayla, you don't want none? Okay.
We not worried about no child support. We worried about
Child support. You guys are talking about child support already. Well, hopefully, Michael, hopefully, prayerfully, you guys will be married and have children in wedlock.
But if you're married,
Okay.
like everything costs
I probably won't be married.
more.
You probably won't be
Like
married.
if you're married, like you gotta pay higher on like rent, or if you're paying like a mortgage, it's
Well, y'all
more.
both going
But if
both
you
50,
just say like, no, what? I'm not even talking to you. If like you like say like y'all like not married, then everything like won't cost that much.
Oh, so you're saying if you're by yourself,
No.
Married.
They can still be together, but they're married then. Like if people know they're married, like if like they're like married and like then that means the rent and stuff is gonna cost more. And then if they don't even want to be married anymore, they gotta pay money to.
alimony and stuff
And
like
then
that.
at that, you gotta split half and half of everything you got. I ain't gonna.
Oh, you don't want to get married because you don't want to split half and half, right?
You actually
don't.
have a choice. You don't have
You
to
know-
choose to sign those papers.
Bro,
So,
but you know in the future, every woman gonna wanna have that choice to take half of what you got.
Oh my God, y'all hear that? He said every woman is gonna want to take half of what the men got.
That's crazy. 'Cause my girl-
They gon-
Yo, we gonna take
Exactly,
that.
they
We
gonna
not
want-
gonna take that, are we?
If you break up with the
Everybody
girl and you got
different.
kids, they gonna want child support. They gonna want money. They gonna want all of that. They gonna want you to pay their bills.
Let me tell y'all, I broke up with my ex-girlfriend and she came and stole all my hoodies. And it was wintertime too.
My girlfriend right now wants my
Okay.
hoodies.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. This has been a really interesting conversation. And Michael, we're gonna make sure that you don't have to pay half of your money to no lady, okay?
That you still gotta give half your crib. You gotta like. Yeah, you gotta
How
give
do you
most
give
of
away
it.
half of your house?
Oh, God.
Sell it, you give half the money.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all.